My name is Brandon. I'm 14 years old. I'm a YouTuber, actor, music producer, singer, scriptwriter, and I follow Jesus. At the beginning of 2025, I made some goals for myself to help me grow myself spiritually, physically, and mentally. And if I'm being honest, I haven't been doing so well with those goals. I constantly eat a lot, I constantly scroll a lot, and I haven't even opened my Bible in a while. Starting tomorrow, I made a little system for myself that will help me stay on track all throughout October, and I want you guys to join me. I call it the O.C.T.O.B.E.R System. I call it the O.C.T.O.B.E.R System. I made an acronym for the word October, and every single word represents something that we can do in our daily lives, to help us grow spiritually, physically, mentally, and block out any distractions that may harm us. O stands for open. Every single morning when you wake up, and every night before you go to bed, just take some time to, just thank God, just thank Him for the day, thank Him for everything that, He's done in your life. It doesn't have to be long. Just, just 5 minutes, 4 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, who knows? I don't know how long you pray for. C stands for care. Care for your body. Train it. Exercise it. Go on a run for 5 minutes every single day when you wake up. Eat healthy. We gotta eat more healthy, guys. I admit it, okay? I hate vegetables, okay? I hate them with a passion. But even if you don't like vegetables or fruits, just try to eat just don't eat so much junk food all the time, just double down on that a lot. T stands for train. Train your mind, meditate it, read, do whatever you need to do to, to make your mind more calm, gain a new hobby. I love hobbies, man. It's like one of my favorite things to do is just just gain more hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies in my life I love to do, I make music, I act, I do YouTube videos. O stands for own. When you have free time, use it. Don't just waste it, scrolling on your phone all the time and just, napping. Actually use it to do something productive. B stands for break. Break away from anything that's distracting you. Like your phone, your earphones, your laptop, like anything that's distracting you. I get distracted by my phone too, a lot, and that's partially the reason why I haven't been able to make it, through a lot of my goals in 2025, because I've been too addicted to my phone to focus on them. I would recommend setting a limit on your phone so you can only use it for like an hour. E is for engage. Just connect with people who matter to you, like your friends, your family, join a Christian group, or if you're not Christian, just join any type of group that, you might enjoy doing. You might meet some new people there. You never know. It's important to have some people to talk with. And finally, always for reflect. At the end of each week, write down on a piece of paper with like a pen or a pencil, just everything that's happened to you this week. How could you do better this week? Basically a reflection about yourself and how the week went. So yeah, that's my O.C.T.O.B.E.R system. Short, practical, and it's powerful. I encourage every single one of you who watches this video to join me, because at the end of this month, when we use this technique and we follow through with it and it works, we're gonna look back at the end of October and we're gonna be like, wow, man, I can't believe I actually followed through with that, and I had I feel so much better. It's gonna feel great. It's gonna feel amazing. Thank you all for watching this video, and we start tomorrow when we wake up.